Alright, we are at the AWS console. So we'll be doing the basics of IAM, that is creating one role. So we'll click IAM. Next, since we are creating roles, so we need to move on to the roles tab. Then click on create role. Next, we need to select a service. So let's now create a role for EC2. We'll give the full access for the EC2. So EC2, here I've selected EC2. There are also like other variants now if you want, but for the sake of the demo, I'll keep this as simple as possible. So we'll search EC2 here. There will be a bunch of roles, but we are more interested in the full access. So full access is required, not in much, unless you want anyone to do anything like terminate or anything. But if you want to give some specific access, like a kind of read-only role, so you can also manage that is read-only access, this kind of roles. So we can elaborate any of the roles what's written here. So you can see like CloudWatch list, allow auto scaling, this kind of things will be allowed. So this is so we are more concerned for this tutorial about this full access. So let's go ahead. So in full access, if you check what's there, so allow means to grant, resource star means everything. So it will have on all the resources for the EC2. Here the action is EC2, just note. Then for load balancing itself, its star means it will give the full access for all the resources. So that's how you can like build your custom as well, custom JSON document, but we will use inbuilt for the sake of demo for this simplicity purpose. So let's now go down, click on next. We need to give a name. So I'll write Cloud Guru Amit EC2. We are good. So let's scroll down, create a role. So it's creating a role. Similarly, we can create another role for DynamoDB as well. Let's go ahead and create another role. I'll show you another demo how to do it. So again, like let's select the service. DynamoDB is already there, DynamoDB. So we are doing for DAX, DynamoDB Accelerator. So let's go down, click on next. So there is only one full access, so that is what we need to give. Let's go on to next. So again, like we need to type a name. For the name, you can give the first letters for the project name in like what you're working. But for this demo, I'll be writing my name, DynamoDB. So the roles, what you can check what it does. It allows DAX, AWS, so everything. So next we need to click on create role. So it does instantly, like it's nothing much, it creates instantly. So if you want to check what role, like let's say if anyone wants to check, or I want to check what's there in the role, so I'll search with the name of the role. So since I have created with my name, so it's very easy to filter. So now let's check some in real projects you might be having some permission kind of issues somewhere. So you need to check what roles and what JSON document, like what's it's mentioned. So you can open similarly this kind, the name, then check what are the policies attached there, and you can check what things are allowed. So if you are getting like denied, so the policy is not allowing you, so you need to add allow policy there. So you need to connect with your maybe the administrator or the in your team, or any person is associated with IAM in your project. You need to connect and ask them to add such block so that you can access the resource. If you have missed concepts, please check previous parts of the series. You can navigate to the playlist section of my channel to view all published videos at once. Please note that gold membership or above is required to unlock member only videos. Alright, let's look at this question. So I've highlighted the main words in blue so as to separate the incorrect answer, and this is the approach needed in real exam as well, because you will be running out of time. You need to save your time by just marking the keyword in the option and then arrive at the correct answer. It will help you save your time. So if we look at option B, it mentions set up a WebSocket server. So setting up a WebSocket server on an EC2 instance, which is a more manual process and may require additional management overhead. So as per the question, we are looking for most operationally efficient. So this is not most operationally efficient choice due to the management overhead. Let's reject this. We'll move to option C. C says here, if we look, when the validation process is complete, send an email notification. So this relies on an email notification, this option, which might introduce delays and may not provide the desired real-time updates. Therefore, incorrect choice. If you have done the hands-on, then you might have experienced delays with SNS. D says use DynamoDB streams with Amazon SNS push notification. So this involves DynamoDB and SNS, which may add complexity without the direct support for real-time updates that WebSocket provides. So we'll eliminate this. We are left out with option A, and it is the correct answer. Alright, this question will test your concepts on different kinds of error and debugging. So we'll first look at option B. B says HTTP 404. So it cannot be 404 not found error, because in the question, if you look, it's mentioned that the developer attempts a user login with invalid credentials. If it was not found, then the developer wouldn't have attempted or have seen the login screen where user login and credentials was provided in the first place. So B is out. Let's move to option C. C says HTTP 503. So this status code indicates that the server is not ready to handle request. It is usually a temporary state, often due to maintenance or overloading. As per the scenario of the question, it's neither maintenance nor overloading problem. So we'll eliminate this. Let's now move to option D. D says HTTP 505. So this status code means that the server does not support the HTTP protocol version used in the request. It's a rare occurrence and typically indicates that the client is using an outdated or unsupported version of HTTP. Therefore, incorrect choice. We'll lock option A, HTTP 401, as the correct answer. Okay, let's look at question number 100. We'll first look at option A. It says store the events in an Amazon DynamoDB. So this would involve additional cost, and it's too complex to use a DynamoDB table as per the scenario as in the question. So this is out. Let's move to option B. B says configure the Lambda function with a dead letter queue based in Amazon Kinesis. So there is no such thing as dead letter queue in Amazon Kinesis. So this option is invalid. We'll move to option D now. D says configure the Lambda function with an Amazon SQ FIFO dead letter queue. So SQ FIFO dead letter queue would be more than what is required for this task if you read the question, because we don't need ordering or deduplication, those kind of stuff. So this is like overkill for this task. It's like you need a car actually, but you are hiring a rocket, so we don't need it. Let's reject this. We'll lock option C as the correct answer. Pass with flying colors with my keyword tricks included in the PDF, exclusively for Diamond members and above. Become a member now by clicking the join button to unlock this perk. Then connect and inbox me on LinkedIn at the rate of Cloud Guru Amit or Instagram at the rate of Amit Physique for the PDF access. And all the best for your exam.